and this is not necessarily a Niner topic, but it's an NFL topic, and it relates to the Niners because Emmanuel Mosley just tore his ACL on artificial turf. Nick Bosa tore his ACL on artificial turf. Solomon Thomas, same. Jimmy Garoppolo, high ankle sprain on artificial turf. It seems pretty clear that it's just more dangerous. I mean, Tua got knocked out on artificial turf. It's harder underneath. There's concrete underneath. Your foot can get caught in it. It doesn't give the way grass rips and tears away. Why do these teams use it? Especially a team like Charlotte, Carolina, whatever they call themselves, that has an outdoor stadium. How do they justify that? What is the reason?
It doesn't make sense. I mean, I think it's just a maintenance thing. It's a lazy maintenance thing. I mean, the reason why it's called AstroTurf is because the Houston Astros created it for their stadium, and I played
for their dome.
For their dome, right?
For their dome, yeah.
Yeah, inside, and nowadays the technology is so good. You see it in Europe with soccer teams.
Arizona.
What's that?
Arizona has a dome, but they actually have grass too because they roll the stuff out and grow it.
Roll it in and out.
Yeah.
It's just dangerous. And I played on as a kid. I remember falling on it like, holy crap, this is different, And I just think, honestly, that at this point, the NFLPA, the Players Association, needs to demand the removal of turf, or they threaten lawsuit or something, because there's guys losing millions of dollars. They're getting injured, hurting their career simply because of AstroTurf. I think the NFLPA needs to take charge on that front.
I agree. And I can't accept that the only reason they have it is because it saves them like a few $100,000 a year in like grounds crew maintenance. Really? I mean, cutting grass is that expensive, and watering it, I can't. Like, are you trying to save water? Is that it? Water conservation? I don't buy that. To me, there's got to be another reason why this appeals to owners, even though it's clearly more dangerous. Like, what I'm thinking is, let me ask it this way: do you think owners want players to have longer careers or shorter careers? Now, that's a brutal way to ask it. Of course, they don't want them to have shorter careers, but do they want longer careers for players? The longer the play, the more money they make.
I would be shocked if that's
vets make more money than rookies.
I mean, that part is definitely true, but I would be shocked if they are deliberately doing it for that reason. But it brings up the question. I think it probably costs millions of dollars, honestly, to have real grass compared to turf. And these owners are cheap. Whatever it is, I don't know. But I tell you what, the rules have changed because of concussions this year. I think this is a major year for that, and I think AstroTurf is going to be a major year for changes because of AstroTurf as well.
I mean, every owner in the league is worth billions of dollars. The one here in Carolina is worth $10 billion, and the stadium is nice. The press box, beautiful. The spread, they had like prime rib. They took care of it. They had Bojangles chicken. They had Krispy Kreme. No expense was spared for the media in the press room. Meanwhile, Emmanuel Mosley tears ACL on crappy field turf that's probably been there for like 15 years. I don't understand that. I mean, that is just ridiculous. I understand Bishop O'Dowd High School in Oakland doing that because them saving that money might actually, although it's a very expensive school now. Wasn't when I went there. But like Skyline or Oakland Tech, I get that. I get that. The Carolina Panthers, the Seattle Seahawks, the Jets and the Giants, there's a bunch of teams that do this. And it's disgusting, and I don't think anyone's really made us think about it before, but probably time. Yeah. How many more guys are going to tear their ACL on this stuff?
That conversation's been building up gradually year after year.
Bosa brought it up a couple of years ago. He clearly blames the turf.
I think this is the last year for it. I really do. I think the NFLPA is going to step in and do something about it. They need to.
What sucks is that the Niners have another game on turf next week in Atlanta where they don't need a dome or turf.
Yeah.
And they just built this thing like 2 years ago, right? It's new.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what happened to being able to play in the snow and the rain anyways? That was part of the excitement of football when I was growing up. Watching games.
Freaking Lambeau Field isn't a dome.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's snowing today. It's how we're playing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's part of football.
Part of football. Will Hufanga be a lifelong Niner? I sure hope so. Hold on. Let me look in the future real quick. Let me just... Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
Yeah,
I hope so. Hope he doesn't get, we'll see what happens. Don't know
if they want to sign.
Of course. Don't know if or when Kyle gets fired, but don't let that man ruin Trey's potential. Yeah. I don't know. It'd be interesting to know what the offense would have evolved into as the season progressed with Trey. Because I don't know that Kyle wanted to use him that way the whole year. Maybe he just felt he needed to do that just to get through the first few weeks. I'm hoping. I don't know.
Well, I'm willing to bet deep down inside Kyle Shanahan regrets using Trey Lance that way. I hope so. So
I think so.
We won't know until next year.
I think so. Daniel says pretty sure Womack was in after the Mosley injury.
They both were in. They both were in. Womack was at the nickel, and Ambry Thomas came in for Mosley. Yeah.
Yeah. Oof. What does Jimmy need to do to replace Trey next year? He needs to win.
Did we ask that one?
Oh, we got that one already? Sorry about that. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any. Frodo. Got Frodo. Sorry. Womack. Yep. Corey. Man, I'm over here delirious in North Carolina, man. I'm driving up to West Virginia tomorrow. Funga, yep, got you. Okay, I think there's one more and then we're done. Whew. Niner Fan 85 says, Bosa said he's glad Levi's has grass last year. Turf is just terrible. I think MetLife is where most injuries happen. Yeah, agree. That's the truth. And it's good for the Yorks. Good for the Yorks for putting in real grass. What do they have in Vegas?
They have to have real grass up there. I don't know, though. It is a dome, but I would imagine they're
better have grass.
They better I would hope. Grass. I don't know.
I don't watch the Raiders. Frank says, I would like to see statistics for teams, players with serious injuries on turf versus natural. I'd like to see that too. Mm-hmm. Because this is all anecdotal, but it just seems correct. How have the players been treating you in the locker room? Nice. I mean, the ones that don't like me, don't talk to me. And the ones, but I don't know. I always thought that kid basically doesn't like me. But he makes it his business to like say hello and joke around, which could just kind of be his way of saying like, I really don't care what you say about me. That's how I would handle it. If I didn't like someone, because if someone talked about me the way I talk about people, I wouldn't like me. But I also wouldn't want to give me the satisfaction of me knowing that I don't like me. You know what I'm saying?
I think the really intelligent athletes, they know that they're professionals. You're a professional. You're doing your job.
Yeah.
You do it differently from other riders, but it's not like you're doing something. I don't know. That's your job, man. Like, and I appreciate the way you cover the 49ers because a lot of these Bay Area media, they act like they're fans, and that's not how it should be.
Flav slides into the game. What's up, Flav? You only $2 this time. He's a little down on me right now. You should put some Jimmy G gear on your website. Isn't that a name, image, and likeness thing? I think he could sue me if I tried to profit off of his name, image, or likeness.
Yeah.
I think that's probably not good. Anyway, thanks, Flav. Good to see you. Congratulations on Jimmy Garoppolo's big win. He was great. Thanks for watching, everyone. Ryan, great stuff.
Thanks, sir.
Kyle talks in 2 hours, so I guess we'll learn about Bosa by then. But the fact that there hasn't been a big report from Adam Schefter probably is good news with the Bosa stuff. Have you been watching Vicious shows? Yes, he's great, and I highly recommend everyone watch him, and I'm glad that he's doing his own thing on his own channel. He's terrific. Watch Vish, and watch Ryan, and watch me. Everyone who does it. It's a big tree. I feel like I've spawned a lot of people. You know, people have gone on to do their own things, competitors, people who don't like me, people who do like me. It's nice.
You're kind of like the Bill Walsh of 49ers content creators, or Grant with your tree.
It is like I launch collaborators and competitors. You know what I mean? Like if you want to get launched so you can go after me and be opposite of me, cool, we could do that too. I've done that a lot of times. So, not to toot my own horn.
I'd like to see you with I'd like to see a roundtable of you and all these characters that you either like or maybe you don't get along with. I think it'd be interesting to see that one time.
Could happen. You never know.